is it's not safe for them to be out here tonight, so someone fucking has to. He wants us to be afraid, but Minnesota is not afraid. We care about our neighbors.
The guy who represented me, his name is Eden. His badge number is 1504. I know, fuck boy. I fucking know.
You can help build the only independent news outlet, always on the ground with the people, for as low as 16 cents a day.
Corporate media, they've been lying to us for years, and you're going straight to the people.
Flint, Michigan.
Brooklyn, New York.
Government sending one more you to the residents of Chicago.
We need as many independent voices as possible, and that's why what you guys do is so fucking important.
Covering what the corporate media covers up.
This agenda of mass deportation will have a profound impact on all of us. This is not just an immigrant or ally issue. This is a core economic issue that impacts our workers, U.S. foreign workers and foreign workers. This impacts all industries and all people. Abducting workers that keep airports, hotels, and restaurants open will make it hard for the businesses in our community to stay open and survive.
It just feels like there is a divide in this country that is unhealable, almost. There's no, legally, there is no justification. If anyone who wasn't in a law enforcement position acted in the same way that he acted, it would be the quickest first-degree intentional homicide trial I've seen in a while. Maybe you get down to second if you get a lucky jury, but if we're being completely honest, every slow-motion video shows the exact same thing. It shows that there is no justification for legal force. Regardless of how dog shit the policies are, and we know that they're used for excuses to get law enforcement out of the shit they do anyways, the policies that are already in place do not justify what happened. As horrible as they already are written to allow law enforcement to keep abusing our communities, regardless. So I'm just getting to a point where it just feels a lot. I feel hopeless, but hopeful at the same time. If you're a Democrat and you're not running on abolishing ICE and charging every single officer who unlawfully used force against American or non-American citizens, don't fucking run. Just don't. You're not fucking welcome. You should not be in this party. You are worthless. You are a spent-sitting piece of shit, and you are just a fucking terrible person. I have nothing else to say. That's the only thing that would mildly improve anything is if ICE is fucking gone forever.
We are outside of another hotel here in downtown Minneapolis. So this crowd is now moving from hotel to hotel to continue on this protest. I just want to make reference for why the crowd had stopped.
We both work with people who are constantly being targeted by state-sanctioned violence, and we're expected to proceed as normal. And the fact of the matter is it's not safe for them to be out here tonight, so someone fucking has to. The ICE agent who murdered Renee. And the fact of the matter is that Minneapolis has gotten far too comfortable having ICE in the city. This is not, as I said, they've been here for over a month, and only now is it finally picking up speed. And frankly, they need to be actively barring ICE from entering the city. Law enforcement claims to not be cooperating. We've seen them cooperating with ICE. So to me, ICE out of the city is the answer. It's very important for us to make sure that we understand that if it's us now, it could be you tomorrow.
We're seeing fireworks going off behind us here as this crowd continues to march.
When you want to stand up for something, you get labeled as all of these horrible, horrific things. It's our right to say these things. It's our right to protest. It's our right to stand up to injustice. Renee's killer needs to be locked up. We need ICE to get out of Minnesota, and we need the entire government to realize that these horrors that are happening is completely unacceptable. Everybody who is taking part and standing by while this is happening needs to be held accountable. They need to be held accountable. By any means necessary, they need to be held accountable. They need to go to jail.
This crowd has been going, these protesters have been going from hotel to hotel to make as much noise as possible at hotels that they believe have allowed ICE agents to stay inside.
The United States has come over here and they've forcibly waged war on indigenous people since 1492. And so we've been out here for the past 500 plus years fighting the United States. It is my inherent responsibility. This is my spiritual responsibility to be out here standing with my relatives, for those who have to stay home, for those who can't be out here, to be able to speak. We have to be able to use our intellect, our minds, our voices, our prayers to be able to stand with one another. Because separation is what they want, so unity is what we will give them. Renee Good was someone who came out to support in the same way that we are. And we cannot let that fear separate us. We cannot let that fear stop us into coming out, into supporting one another. Because she is just one voice that falls under thousands and thousands of other names, of other spirits, of other peoples, of other families that have been affected by not only this, but the 500 years plus years of resistance, of violence that we've occurred. So this is just a continuation on.
We don't want ICE in Minnesota, that we don't want it in Minneapolis and the Twin Cities, that we don't want organizations in the Twin Cities supporting ICE, housing ICE. The vast majority of people here don't want it to be violent. We're peaceful protesters. Everything that I've been to has been peaceful. We're just trying to look out for our neighbors and take a stand. I mean, we're doing what we can. What else can we do?
I have spent over 30 months in Iraq and Afghanistan, over 5 months in Haiti, over 5 months in Uganda. I am a combat veteran. I have a combat medic badge. I have served this country with honor, and what I see and have seen the last few days with my own eyes has made me enraged to the point where I want to do violence. And I won't do that because that's what they want. HSI is the most trained part of the DHS. They do embassy security. They do a lot of investigations. For them to come out and protect white nationalists, insane, insane.
Luca's making reference to something that we saw out at the Whipple Federal Building, where ICE is staging many of its operations here, where the Department of Homeland Security's agents, in this case, the agency being HSI, those agents acting as de facto security for right-wing provocateurs who were coming out to taunt the peaceful protesters.
We are here to protect our rights. We are here to protect the ICE, not to kill no one else, for our community. We are here to fight our right, to fight our rights, brother. Whenever they see our color, that we are black or we are different from the white people, ICE are pointing us and ICE are arresting us. So that's called discrimination. We came this country. We thought this country is a better place to live, but now we see Trump is making this country ugly. Okay? America is a strong, is a good country, but President Trump is making America ugly, and he's killing his own people.
But they think if they turn up the heat, we're gonna back down. And we're not. So they try more and more excessive shit, and we just respond in kind by showing up in more and more numbers.
I want you to describe to me, for folks who have never been pepper sprayed before, what does it feel like?
It's fucking brutal. It's very fucking brutal. Let's just say the pain doesn't stop for half an hour. They are so fucking happy with their pepper spray and their tear gas and their pepper balls. They're fucking thugs. The guy who pepper sprayed me, his name is Eden. His badge number is 1504. I know, fuck boy. I fucking know. What I went through was child's play. I'm not 6 feet under. Rest in power, Rest in power.